Hello guys, we are going to present the concept of a new system to all of you. Before that, please have a look at this short survey.
Hey, hi.
Hi, hi.
We are doing a project and we are actually taking a survey on like what are the needs of the project and all the things. Okay. I have a question for you, right?
Yeah.
Okay. As an international student, like after coming here to UTD, like all the way from India, like what are the difficulties you face, like in the cultural difference and all the aspects as an international student here?
The major concern and the major missings would be the food of my hometown. So I miss that most, and it's tough to live in Maggies and frozen parathas for all the time. So I feel that food is one of the major concerns. So I don't have anything else apart from that.
You feel that like you miss your food,
Yeah.
your homemade food
Yeah.
and all the stuff.
Exactly. Yeah.
So that's what you miss.
Yeah.
Nice.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, the only difficulty I face in US is food. I miss my homemade food.
Okay. So you also face the same problem.
Yes,
Like the cultural differences making you miss your home. Oh,
yes.
nice, nice. Okay.
So, what I'm thinking is for homemade food, it's like when I'm actually here, I do like miss that a lot because if you don't get like a big variety of food selection right here, like the American food type, they only have like either pizza or hamburgers or fried chicken, those kind of stuff, and they are all like very not that healthy, and what we have internal like most of the time, so we think it's more healthy, and especially I want all the kind of vegetables, like easy cooked vegetables, and which they don't have in that kind of area. Then I think it will be good to have them if like I can just order it pretty, have that choice to do so, and no need to like bother to go to the market and cook it for an hour and just finally have something to eat.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, sure.
Food?
Yeah.
Well, in America, they always have some American style food like hamburgers and hot dogs. But in Taiwan, we usually will have rice or steamed vegetables, and it's a major big difference from Taiwan to America. So after coming to here, I take a lot of time to get used to it, and I'm a little bit missing the Taiwanese food. If somebody can cook Taiwan style food for me, and I think that's very convenient. And also, I can have some healthy rather than American style food.
As you saw, that the most prominent problem among the international students was getting good food away from their home. So we decided to address this problem and came up with the idea of Food on Wish. Food on Wish is a system that provides home cooked food to the users of the system, whom we call foodie. Through this application, anyone can book a box of home cooked food. The providers of boxes are local households who are willing to serve as kitchen owners. There is an additional feature that gives an edge to this business model. If a foodie has an idea and wants a special dish to be made, then he can make a wish in the system. And here is the point, that wish can come true if it gets support from other users. Any kitchen that can adopt this new wish and start offering that very next day. The advantages that the system has: this model is a win-win model for foodie, the kitchen owner, and the business also. The foodie's wish is satisfied, the kitchen helps the housewives to generate regular household incomes, and the business gets a good customer base. That's the best thing for any business. Let me take you to the outline of this presentation. We have the problem statement, then we give a solution. We have some objectives that we need to cover from this slide, and then followed by this we have the business process model. Then we have a look at the interfaces that we have and the benefits and future scope of this project. This is the problem statement. Every year many people come to foreign locations for study, and majority of whom are students or work personnel. Getting accustomed to foreign culture and food can be pressurizing. Getting homemade food during this time at low cost is an added advantage that anyone would desire. Of course, local stores and restaurants are available, but getting cooked meal from a home is a healthy and cheap choice of omitting the hassles of visiting restaurant as well as getting cheap food. After all, student life is all about saving time and money.
So far we had discussed about the problem and the need for a solution. Now we'll discuss about the solution for the problems discussed so far. Food on Wish will be a system that will connect the foodie to the kitchen owner. A foodie can be any person who wants home cooked food. The kitchen owner will be any household lady or person who wishes to serve the foodies. The interface will list the kitchen households that wish to serve the day. They will also list their menu on plate. Though this will not be a very exhaustive menu, it will contain 2 to 3 options for the user to select from. The user will be able to select or see what all the menu items are there available for that particular day and order food accordingly. We'll use different system here where the user will be able to order food 3 hours in advance based on his choice of kitchen. Adding the social media and crowdsourcing feature, users can post the idea of new dishes and other users can vote or comment on the idea. An idea management team will take charge of collecting and summarizing the result of voting score. If vote count passes the threshold amount, the idea will be sent to kitchen for pickup. Once the kitchen adopts the idea, this idea gets converted into the customized dishes.
The objectives of Food on Wish application are: our first objective is to create a platform for users to order homemade food. Our main aim here is to enable the users to eat healthier food and give them the convenience to have it delivered at their doorsteps. The second objective of the project would be to introduce the feature of crowdsourcing, where foodies can post dish ideas, vote for the dishes, comment, and have their ideas selected to become a customized dish. This real-time feature aims at fulfilling wishes of the users. Now, let's look at the process of foodie placing an order right up to its delivery. Foodie logs into the system, searches for nearby kitchens, and chooses menu items from a multitude of options. Once he makes the selection, he confirms the order and makes payment. Once payment gets confirmed, Foodie receives the order receipt from the system. In the backend, after receiving the order request from the foodie, system forwards it to the respective kitchen. The kitchen checks for box carriers availability. Box carrier responds with their availability to pick the order and picks the order from the kitchen to deliver it to foodie's location. Foodies can also post reviews and send feedbacks for kitchens they ordered food from. After this, let's discuss how foodies can post ideas for a new dish and how they would be implemented. When a user posts an idea for a dish, it is first checked for its feasibility by the system. System monitors the count of the votes each idea gets and collects all the ideas and prepares a list of the posted ideas to be sent to the idea management team. Idea management team is internal to the system. This team receives a list of ideas from the system and gets the voting score. Based on this information, it begins evaluating the ideas. Once the ideas vote count reaches certain threshold, they become the qualified ideas. System sends this approved idea list to all the kitchens for them to pick or adopt an idea. If an idea is picked or adopted by at least one kitchen, it passes the test and is ready to be implemented. All the foodies can now avail the idea and order it as part of the menu. This covers the main process of the Food on Wish system. Now let's look at the scope of this project with a business perspective.
Our developing scope have four parts. The first one is the estimate cost is 150,000 for the system construction. The second one is construction time requires at least 3 months, 1.5 months for developing and half month for testing, and 1 month for refactoring. The third one is operation needs manpower for development application and website. And the fourth one is system requires database to store user, kitchen, and carrier information to execute the function. Because of our completion of most part of database and process design, it will be easier to implement the idea. And this is the scope for requirements in the business module.
So far we had discussed about the process and the functionalities of our system. Right now we'll look into how we are going to implement this idea. For, to help us with the visualization, we had come up with a user interface for our application. In our application we have two entities. One is the foodie and other is the kitchen owner. So we have separate interfaces for the foodie and few other separate interfaces for the kitchen owner. Let's see the foodie's interfaces first. When you start the application, you will have a usual sign-in page. If you are a current user, you can just log in to the application and go and view the menu. Or if you are a new user, you just sign up, and when you click on sign up, you will be taken to a sign up page where you will be asked to enter all the details which are required by the system, and then you can sign up by clicking on this sign up button. After you sign up, you will be taken to a page where you can enter your location and search for the nearby restaurants, and from there you can even go to your account where like the foodie's main account page, which has these details like the my account, track order status, order history, and make a wish. This my account will have the details of the user, like the address, the payment methods, and all those things will be in the my account details. Track order status will have the order status of the current order which he had made. Like he can track the box carrier's current location using this track order status. And the order history is used to track his past orders so far he had made. It has a history of the orders which he had placed the last week or the entire month he had been doing. And this is a excellent feature we have. It's a make a wish thing. What we are doing with this make a wish is, if a user wants a new dish to be included in the menu, he can wish for a menu and he can post that using our platform, and that wish will be considered based on the votes which are got from the other users, and it will be adopted by our one of our restaurants and it will be implemented. That's how this make a wish works. As mentioned in the previous slide, this is the page where you will enter the location and search for the nearby kitchens. There is also an added advantage here, the Get My Location feature. When you click on the Get My Location feature, it will automatically detects your current location and takes you to the kitchens nearby you. This is a list of the kitchens nearby you with the ratings for those particular kitchens. You have a lot of list, like you have a lot of kitchens nearby and with the ratings, so you can select one of the kitchens and you can see the current menu of that kitchen. This list, when you click on the kitchen, you will be taken to the today's menu where you can see the menu posted by that restaurant for that day, and you will have an option to place the order right away. Like you see the order and then you place the order. After you click on the make order button, you will be taken to a page where you will have the cart details, like what are the items you had added to the cart. So far I had added aloo shimla mirchi and the quantity is 1. So this is the items which are currently in the cart. If I want to add more, I can click on this add more button, which is available here, which helps us to add even more items for that particular order. When the user is fine with the order, like yeah, these are the items I'm going to order, at that time he can click on the make payment option where he'll be taken to a portal where he makes a payment, and when the payment is done he'll be taken to the payment success page. From there he can order more, or he can go to the home page and track the status of the order. And this is the option which I talked about previously, the order history. The order history will have that previous orders he had made with the details of the date, the orders which are like the restaurants which provided that order, everything will be there. You just have to select it here and view order details. You will be taken to the place where you can see the details of the order and the restaurant which provided that. As you can see here, this is the my account page where it will have the profile picture of the user, the username and the address and the payment methods he had added so far. Like if he wants to add even more payment methods, he can just click add card, and he can include the payment methods. If he wants to delete the account completely, he can select this delete account option. If you want to update the payment methods or his address or profile picture, whatever it is, like, he can go with the update account option. And this is the track order, where he will be notified about where the current order is. Like, it shows the current real-time location of the box carrier, where he is from the foodie's location. And you have an flow of what is happening, like the order placed, on the stove, en route, and the delivered. All these indicates like the process of the order. Like, if the order is in the stage of order placed, this will be indicated, and when it is moved to the on the store, and this will turn green. One by one it turns green, and you can check the order status here. And this is the wishing option we had included. Like, if he wants to include a new dish into the restaurant's list, he can give the dish name, give a description for that. In the description, he can include how he makes the dish, or the methods which are followed in making the dish. And he has to agree for the terms and conditions of the management, and then he has to click on make a wish. When he clicks on make a wish, the wish will be taken care of the idea management team, which had been discussed in the previous slides. Previously, I had discussed about the interfaces for the foodies. Now we will see like the interfaces which comes under the kitchen owner. These are the interfaces which falls under the kitchen owner's interfaces. Here we have the account and the post menu and view wishes option, and view posted menu and view feedbacks. The kitchen owner has an option to view the wishes which are posted by the foodie, and he can view the posted menus like the previous post he had made, and he can post new menus with this option. And with the my account option, he can update or delete or whatever he can do with his account. And view feedbacks are the feedbacks which he got for the previous menus which he had posted. And this is the post menu option, where he goes and posts the new menu and submit menu. Like, after he had entered the details, he just submits the menu and it goes into the system. If he wants to view or update or remove any menu, he can select the menu item here, and he can view the details will pop up. If he wants to update, he can just click on the update button. If he wants to remove button. You have all the features listed here. That's all about the interfaces for the foodie and the kitchen owner. Now we'll discuss about the rest of the stuffs.
Proposing food on wish system, we can offer several benefits to customers. The food will be prepared at home kitchen, so we'll eliminate the commercial factors of the large-scale cooking of food, ensuring a healthy and fresh diet. 2. Save time, driving, waiting, selecting, ordering. 3. Save money. Made at home at small scale, so cost cheaper. 4. Homemade food is the first choice of any person who is always from home. 5. Customization. User can post personal ideas for their favorite dishes if the idea is liked by other users. These are the benefits we can offer. Talking about our future scope, the first one is currently users only relate to each other by order, pay, and vote for our command. We would like to add more feature to enhance the communication between foodie and kitchen owner. For example, hosting potluck. In a way that kitchen owner can host some activities or events for other users to join and make other users or kitchen owners to prepare for other foods. This feature can bring real interaction and relation between users of Food on Wish besides their virtual interaction through application. 2. Box carriers primarily depend on Google Maps system, which may not be the best method to search and locate the location. With the development of Google Map, we can therefore increase the efficiency of delivery process. 3. At present, kitchen offers the food in their menu with adding new idea dishes. The ingredient or formula of making food process can be improved, such as other users can provide the ingredient. Users can reserve the meal at certain time for kitchen to prepare in advance. By adding some new ideas, Food on Wish will be creative and mature to catch people's eyes in the future.
Thanks for patiently going through our presentation. If you like your idea, please like, comment and share the video. If you have any suggestions, we would love to hear it from you. So please don't forget to
Like, comment and share.